Bernard was a bear whose habitat was at Great Bear Lake in the northwest of the interior plains. The climate there is usually cold, but when Bernard woke up from hibernation this year, it was drastically colder than usual. After a long day of searching for prey to eat and finding nothing, Bernard returned to his cave to try and sleep. Bernard wondered why there were no other animals out, and decided it was most likely because of the cold. That night, Bernard went to sleep and had a very strange dream. He dreamt of a Pegasus, a Stegosaurus, and a firefly all playing together. When Bernard woke up, he felt strange. He was very low on energy because he hadn't eaten since he woke up from hibernation. Bernard left his cave hoping to find something to eat. He is a top predator, so he can eat almost anything he wants. Today, he was hoping to have more luck than the day before. He exited his cave and started heading out down the mountain towards the lake. He was hoping if he couldn't find any land animals to eat, he could at least catch some fish. As Bernard was walking down the mountain, a blizzard began, and he wasn't cold at all. He thought he was getting used to the cold and continued walking towards the lake. When he arrived at the lake, it was completely frozen. He tried walking on it to make it break, but it wouldn't. He headed to the center and looked down in shame. When he saw his reflection, he was shocked. He had grown large white wings, a purple nose, and a spiky green tail. Bernard ran back onto land and tested out his new parts. He tried to fly, but instead his wings just shrunk into little green wings, then grew back out again. He then tried to wiggle his nose, and it shot out a purple beam of light. He thought it'd be very useful to help him see in blizzards. Bernard wasn't quite sure what his tail was for, but then he got an idea. He headed back on the ice, lifted up his tail, and smashed it down. He broke a hole in the ice so he was able to catch fish. He stuck his snout in the hole and pulled out a trout to eat. He ate more fish until he was full. Then he started to head into the forest to see if he could find any other animals. When he arrived in the forest, he saw a tall, shadowy figure standing in the distance. He used his nose to shine a light to see, but he still couldn't tell what it was, so he had to get closer. He got closer, but still couldn't see what it was. He used his light on his nose to see and saw a monster covered in blood standing in front of him. He got terrified and quickly ran away. He ran up the mountain as fast as he possibly could. When he arrived at his cave, he ran inside. By the time he entered his cave, he was exhausted. He thought about the monster and realized it was probably eating all of the other animals. He felt like he wasn't in control anymore and was very scared. He knew he would have to fight the monster, but for now, he needed to rest.